Okay, so this is a little Q&A. Probably going to start doing this weekly, just because it's easy to shoot, really. We did a documentary on Q School. We had to go all the way out to Spain. That was like a few days. You have to put a lot of effort into editing it. Whereas this, I can literally just point the camera, ping a tweet out, and ask you to do questions, really. So it's just come out of laziness. That being said, it's still a good way of answering your questions, getting involved. I'm just going to try and answer every question, so this may go on for a bit. So if you can't be asked watching all of it, or if it gets a bit long, just turn off, I guess. Okay, so I'm just going to go through them in order. Facebook and Twitter, so I'll start on Facebook. First question from Mark Stephen Reed. Best memory of playing golf as a junior? It was good. If you listen to the podcast the other day with Nick Doherty, there's a plug early doors. It was about just playing 36 holes with your mate. So like all summer holidays, play 18 in the morning. We'll get dropped off at the golf club, play 18 in the morning, blackcurrant juice, cheesy chips, 50p for snooker, and then back out for another 18. And then when it's too dark to play, on the putting green, having competitions for a quid, and major championships around the whole 18 holes. We do like 4 loops of 18, so you do 72 hole tournaments on the putting green for a quid normally, or a Pro V or whatever ball was popular at the time. Ian McVicker, golf holidays early next year, need a plan. So that's like, I'm guessing like January to March. It depends how much money you've got, really. You could go to like Florida or somewhere. I guess the weather's that good out there and there's some great golf. Spain, I don't know, is Spain warm at that time? I think it is. If you get to like March, there's some good stuff. And then like Villamora out in Portugal. It depends what you want, really. If you want sun, then it's obvious. But then just you can't go wrong with Scotland. Jeremy Hines, new clubs for a 13 handicapper, does it make a difference? I guess so. I'm 9 and I've just had a new set of Callaways, and I think it has made a difference. Like, more confidence, if anything, with the driver especially. Like, you can get away with more with the new drivers that are kind of fitted to you. It seems to me anyway. Like, I'll catch one out of the toe and think, oh, and it kind of just goes out there, which is a lot better. And depends what clubs you've got at the moment, I guess. But for me, I had like some quite thin Mizunos, and I've changed to Callaways, and you can just get away with more with them. So I guess 13 handicapper, assuming you're like similar level to me, maybe, I don't know, then I guess it would. But that's not to say you have to buy a full new set, but I don't know. I think get custom fitted. I think that's the most important thing. Next question, Darren Whitfield. Is it safe to live in a world where Oliver Briggs is a genuinely successful caddy? Feels like some kind of voodoo at work. Ollie Briggs is a caddy I know. He caddies for Alex Bjork on the European Tour, who's making a lot of money this year. So that means his caddy's making money. But I think he's worried about getting sacked, so hopefully he don't get sacked. David McGee. Are you looking forward to Tiger missing the cut this weekend and being injured again? There is no cut, I don't think, this week. Being injured, I don't know. I don't know. There's no. It's all just kind of conjecture, or people just hyping it, or until we actually see him play, I don't think we actually know anything. It'll be good to see him killing it again, because he's Tiger, you know. But wait and see, I guess. There's no point talking about it until it actually happens. Stuart Holder, what's your view on golf simulators and people playing slow in them? Stuart's from Urban Golf. This is in relation to a guy that played in simulator. We went to simulators at Urban Golf, and you think you just go there for a beer or just smash balls at the screen, and there was guys playing in the match we were playing in against them, taking forever, like doing full pre-shot routines in like indoor golf. Can't be doing that. Stephen Rainey, should Tiger organise Harry's stag do? I guess it would be better than if he did. I don't know, Harry's stag do would probably be quite good given his past. I mean, I really don't give a shit about any of this royal wedding stuff, but if Tiger was involved, it might spice it up a little bit. Although, judging from a few pictures Harry's had in the past, it might not need spicing up. David Reed, do you consider yourself a sensitive lover? It's a bit of a random question. David Reed looks too young to be saying that. If you go on Facebook on this thread and then click on his face, I don't think that's him sending that in. So if you are that kid, just concentrate on like football or something, not stuff like that. Steve Hunt, what golf club has the best looking lady members? I said I'd answer anything, but I'm not a member of any golf club, so I don't really see the full membership of any to make that judgment. Maybe Trump's got some golf course that's got like Miss Worlds in it or something, I don't know. No idea. But yeah, if you know, give us a shout. John Price, worst example of someone cheating in golf? Lexi Thompson? Is there worse than that? I heard Gary Player was done for it. I don't know. Lexi Thompson, Gary Player, just random people that can't count properly. Barry Ross, what's more important about a round of golf, the game itself or hanging out with mates? It's 100% hanging out with your mates, because otherwise you would just play with yourself, wouldn't you? And enjoy it as much. So it must be hanging out with your mates. Like, unless you're playing like for money or like a tour pro, then it's got to be hanging out with your mates. It's the only reason I play, I think. John Owen, should Harry have a I shouldn't have read this one. John Owen, should Harry have a twos up with Rory to learn what Meghan really likes? Is this a question on Fourball's partnerships in Paris? Not sure Harry's got enough points on the list yet. Would you rather see Tiger win the 2018 Masters or England win the World Cup? I've seen Tiger win the Masters, but they're probably England, but they're both, I guess, as longer odds as each other. Jordan Henderson, Jesus. Okay, on to Twitter. A round at Augusta, but you have to play with Trump, Piers Morgan and Monty, or a round at your local muni with Obama, Tiger and Rory. This is the best question of the week. We'll send you a hat or something, so ping us a DM and we'll send you something through. I've had to think about this. Augusta obviously is amazing. I don't want to play with Donald Trump. I don't want to play with Piers Morgan. I don't really care about playing with Monty, although I'd like to see him hit a couple of balls. Obama is overrated. I'm not too concerned about playing golf with him. He's a hacker as well, apparently. Tiger, obviously I want to play golf with him. And Rory, I'd love to play golf with. I'm not sure if you actually put yourself on the first two with Obama, Tiger and Rory, I think they'd hang together a bit more than with you. It would be a bit weird. Same with Trump and Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan's probably licking Trump's ass. Monty's probably there, just being weird. Once again, I think I'm going to be the outsider in both of these four balls. Can we go for a beer or something afterwards? If we can, I'd kind of like to go on a night out with Tiger and Rory. I think even Obama would be a bit of a good crack on a night out. It could be interesting with Tiger, actually. As for Trump, Piers Morgan and Monty, I doubt they're just going to sit in them. I think Trump drinks like Diet Cokes and stuff. So I just couldn't be doing with them. I think I was going to play Augusta. I'd just put my headphones on and just not talk to them the whole round. Just put like bird noises in my headphones or something and just try and relax playing Augusta. Piers Morgan's, I don't think he's as bad as what people make out he is. I think he's just playing a bit of a game to wind people up, kind of to get a bit more exposure, but I can't be arsed playing golf with people like that. If I could play somewhere like in between with my mates, that would be good. I suppose if you play with Trump, you've got a good... I just couldn't bear listening to him, to be honest. And it's got to be Tiger and Rory at the Muni. I don't even know what my local Muni is. Just on the chance that we might be able to go out for a night after. I think Rory, out of all of them, I'm guessing here because I don't know any of them. Unsurprisingly, I don't know Obama. I think Rory is closer to my age. He's probably more similar than all of the others. And I reckon he might be able to get Tiger out. I'd probably go with that because I think the night out afterwards would be more memorable than the annoyance of playing Augusta with Trump, Piers Morgan and Monty. Yeah, it'd just be horrible playing such a great place with people you're not really asked about playing it with. This is from Ben Wholesome. I've always wondered how far DJ could hit the Cobra SS 430 that got banned. Made 28 handicappers feel like John Daly back in the early to mid noughties. I think I had that. Like, it was the Cobra driver that made a massive bang on the tee, like a huge it sounded terrible, but it went forever. I guess that's the same one, and I think it got banned, so I think that's the right one, because I remember I still had it in my bag after it was banned, which was naughty. How far would DJ hit that? I've no idea. Someone give him one. Test it. Elro Raps Hero. Check him out on SBTV and all the other stuff he's been on. Have you ever cheated? I don't think so. Nah, like me and my mates, when we're playing like a friendly game, we'll play like a lost ball as a hazard. So you just, rather than look for it for 5 minutes, you just drop it, play free like it's a hazard. But that's kind of agreed between all of us, so it's not really cheating, I don't think. Also, when we're playing friendly games, if my ball's in a dimple, I'll just move it like a centimetre out of that dimple. So I guess that's cheating, I don't know. How far do you hit a 7-iron? I don't know, like 167 or something. I think the Callaways, when I tested them, went a little bit further than I did previously hit it. So yeah, maybe like 167. I really need to work this stuff out, because when I'm on the course, it's kind of important, you know, how far you hit everything. Johnny Pugh, have you ever been in front of a committee? # disciplinary. I've not really been a member of a golf club for ages, and when I was a kid, so you just got like a clip for like wearing the wrong socks or something, I don't know, and it wasn't even that bad, but yeah, I've not really had that. I did, outside of golf, I did get into a tribunal, because in my old job just before I started this, they owed me a month's wages after I left, and I took them to a tribunal, and then they brought into the tribunal, they brought all these emails that I'd been sending off the work account, organising a stag do with like 3 of my mates in Tallinn, and it was just like absolute filth on this email, and like the guy, I'm sat there with like my arms crossed, and the judge, or it's not even a judge, but the guy was like, do you think this is acceptable off a work email account? What happens if this got into the wrong hands? And I'm just like, ugh, because it was like filth. It wasn't all me, but it was me and my mates, and it was organised as stag do, you can imagine. At Tom Snelling, should there be an industry standard price set on equipment so that companies don't get carried away with hiking prices up every time they release new club/gear? 1,200 quid for a new set of irons. That little emoji. No. As long as the market's competitive, they should be able to charge what they like, because it's demand and supply. This is like my A-level business studies. Is there options out there for cheaper clubs? Yes. And if they make lots of, if they're constantly bringing out new clubs, that means second-hand clubs you can pick up for fairly good price. So yeah, it's just free market, I guess, as long as it's competitive market, which it is very competitive, golf club equipment. That said, yeah, you can get cheap clubs for beginners, or you can get cheap clubs, especially second-hand, and get some decent stuff. So no, I don't think there should be an industry standard. That's a bit much. At CM Claganate, Cameron, who do you think would get the highest Topgolf score out of the royal family at a stag do? I don't know. Is Prince Andrew? Is he like the head of the R&A or something? I guess he plays golf. Harry would probably be too pissed. I don't know. That's a weird question. Maybe the Queen. I don't know. They'd probably let the Queen win. S Macintosh 1982. Most annoying playing partners. Examples from the guy that can't count, the higher handicap that talks about fading drawing and spinning the ball, or Mr. Angry slamming his clubs all the time. I don't even have any annoying playing partners, because I don't choose to play with people that will annoy me. There's enough that annoys you in golf, from like duffing chips and stuff, to bother playing with anyone that would annoy you. If someone annoys me, I just won't play with them again. If I have to go to like some golf industry thing where there's a risk that the people might annoy me, I always take a mate so that I can just kind of hang with them and take the piss out of them. Stoddart, Ryder Cup accommodation, where's the party going to be? I don't know where to stay. Paris, I guess. It's like, we went out there for the TomTom video, which you can check out on our YouTube. Stay in Paris, you can get an Uber down there or a taxi down there for not too much down to the actual golf, so stay in town. And there's obviously a million choices. Where's the party at? We went out in Bastille and it was sick. We were out till like 7 AM in Bastille. So that was really good, and it's not like fully touristy, so that was cool. So we'll work something out nearer the time on where that will be. At Stanhots, Paul Hodder, one rule you would change in golf. Stuff to speed it up, I guess. Like 5 minutes looking for a ball is too much. I don't like provisionals. I don't like you have to walk back to hit a provisional, but I guess that's not too bad. The new thing with taking pins out, with being able to putt with a pin in, is a really good change. I don't know why they didn't just do that straight away, because there's so many times where you're all miles away from the hole and then someone has to go tend it, and that's long. So that's a good rule to change, but they've already changed that. Play our ready golf, like they're doing that as well, aren't they, actually? So that's a good one as well. Just 5 minutes. It doesn't need to be 5 minutes to look for a ball. If it's gone, it's gone. Just get over it and get hitting another ball. James Scott, West End's finest, who's a notorious troll of ours. It's hilarious. Have you managed to change the game with your banter? Not yet, I don't think. I don't really know if this is meant to be banter or if he's meant to be taking the piss. Normally his trolling's harsher than that, which makes it funnier. Every time I see him tweet, or there's a couple of others, I just kind of chuckle to myself. I don't know, it's just funny, innit? Let me just check that's the last ones. I wanted to get through all of them. More. At Mark Dunbar. Could you throw a shoe over a pub? Yep, and I'd use the laces. At Joe Ryan 365. What's the best way to convince the other half that a round a week is essential? My way is to work in golf. I think that's a really good way, because you can just say it's work. If you don't work in golf, I guess say maybe like it's fitness or something, because it is fitness, and that you're going to keep in shape, kind of. Although I guess you'll walk and then go for beers afterwards, and then it kind of evens that out. Ian Taylor, what's more likely, Di Doherty inviting you round for dinner at their gaff, or you actually getting down to scratch? This is a reference to the Nick Doherty podcast where she was turfing us out. Me getting down to scratch is such long odds that her randomly inviting me round for dinner is probably shorter odds, but I'm not going to be waiting on that. Nick might invite me around for dinner, but she probably won't. That's a joke. She's nice. She might invite me around for dinner. For free Top Golf for life and the ability to hit 2 irons Tiger Stinger, would you take the pain of a cold, frosty 3-iron thin every morning? That's James Dixon. To be able to hit a 2-iron like Tiger Stinger, I think I'd take a kick in the bollocks every morning. Trevor Newsham, if you were offered a chance to go for a beer with Monty or Mark Rowe, at what speed in miles per hour would you run the other way? Hashtag boring turds. Monty and Mark Rowe don't live with me, so I wouldn't need to run anywhere if I was offered to play golf with them. I'd just kind of stay still. Nathan Hurst, what's the best excuse you've ever used to avoid playing golf with someone you don't really like? I don't think I've ever had to do that, because I just wouldn't play with anyone that I didn't think I was gonna like. And then once I have played with someone and I realise I don't want to play with them again, just don't play with them again. It's pretty simple, really. Paul Thomas, Dustin Johnson's golf game for life or Dustin Johnson's wife for life? Golf game, like 100%. I don't know his wife, so I'd get his golf game and then just carry on with my own life. And I'd be killing it on tour. I don't know why you would choose the other. If you made it to the end of that, probably do this every week, because it's just well easy to do for me. I literally can just read off and answer questions. If you like it, then fair enough. Hopefully I answered your question. If I didn't answer your question, it's because you didn't ask one. So ask next week. Hopefully that was mildly entertaining for you. Nice one. T-shirts coming soon as well. My mate Jim to get everything on the website, so you can get them for Christmas. Shanks you've ever had on one hole? I think it's one. I don't think I've ever hit 2 on a hole. I hit one in a Pro-Am. The Pro-Am I played the other day, I hit it short of the water and right of the water on a par 3. So I could literally, it was a huge lake, and I hit it short and right of the water with a shank. And I pitched over and nearly made par. Sometimes shanks are actually better than just topping it. But yeah, I don't think I've hit more than 1 in a hole before. I've never had the shanks. Also, I don't subscribe to that theory that if you say shank, it makes people shank. Of course it doesn't. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.